Testing the microphone, testing the microphone. Can you guys hear me? May I also welcome to the live? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Uh-huh. Okay. I just need to make sure I'm centralized. Need to make sure I'm centralized. And where is generational course? And we're live. Let's see. Uh-huh. Welcome to the live, brothers. Generational course is out. And if you're new here, make sure you drop where you're chatting from. So if you're new here, just say, I'm chatting from this country. Let's know how far our reach has gone around the world. So welcome to the live. Say your name and drop what country you're speaking from. Today we'll be having a little bit of a watch party. And this watch party is for the newest episode that just came out like right now called Generational Course. Brother Pig, Generational Course. Let me go ahead and put on the speakers. Don't move. Uh, uh, everything, everything in my setup is like an arm's reach. It's like an arm's reach for each other. So my speakers are here. I'm supposed to hear something that goes like prom. um Crimson Fairy Lion, welcome from the land of Texas. Welcome from the land. Yeah, that was it. That was the speaker. Welcome from the land of Texas. If you're new here, welcome to the live. Drop your name and where you're speaking from. Just a double check, to make sure my face is in the middle. And we begin. First, first post. Um, Why did I feel that needed to be louder? Yeah, my volume was low. Okay. So, fun fact about my animations, they're originally done in a 1:1 aspect ratio, and then it is, cropped for YouTube and cropped for TikTok and Instagram. So what I'm watching here is the main full resolution of the Brother Pig episode. That's why you see it in this squarish aspect ratio. Joshua Repko says, I'm very impressed with the writing, honestly. Oh, well, thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot, man. Funny enough, Brother Pig, okay, this is not my first writing. This is like my third. But I think it's the first like very serious drama kind of story I've ever done. So it was like a whole new different direction. Everything is like serious. I'm more of a jokey joke kind of person. So for the first time dropping the jokes, I'm focusing on a deep, impactful story with layers. This has been an experience. Melody Anime says, I admire your work. Thank you so much. See, at the end of the day, I do this for you guys and myself, Sha. But I do this for you guys. I do this for you guys. So I really appreciate you. Dan Brown using OBS. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We have to use OBS, so we have to. I think the first time I was live on YouTube, I just went live on my phone. And then I then visited somebody else's live on YouTube and they were on OBS. And I was like, damn, it looks like I'm technologically behind. I needed to like get to the times. I needed to get to the times. So now we're on OBS. I even learned how to make like a little filter. That's why I'm black and white. So I learned how to make, you know, a filter at once like today. And well, I'm black and white because I've not cut my hair. So we're going to stay black and white brothers. Um, while it is more than good for our brother is now a okay. Well, Crimson Fairy says while it's more than good for our brother is now a boar, but I fear the youngest of the tree already senses more than his uncle heeds. Crimson Fairy, you speak the truth, brother. Your words strike true, for there is no element of deceit in your words. So yes, yes, yes. So you can already see that one of the nephews is having like doubts because mostly because of the fact that brother Pig ran away from the farm. The whole idea of the farm is supposed to be this kind of, paradise. Like why would anybody want to live paradise? You just stay, you're fed, no predators, and then when you get a particular size or age, you're carried to paradise. The animals think it's paradise, but it's actually to slaughter. So yeah, the fact that their uncle ran has planted this seed of doubts within the piglets and within like some of the animals of the farm. You can see even the milk bringers are not even like really debating the issue like too much and all that. So, but now that we are here, I have to sneak into OBS and make sure we're on stream. Um, are we on stream? Are we on stream? If you guys can hear me, can I get a yes, brother? If you guys can hear me, can I get a yes, brother? I need to verify that we are still on stream. I would have been verifying with my second phone, but let the watch party begin.
Brother, may I
I
have
have
some
some
oats?
oats.
Yes,
Yes.
of course, brother. For I feast on an excess of oats. No, brother.
Boom. Our first post. I think I already have an idea how we're going to do this watch party. We get to each point and I kind of explain my mindset. So in this beginning part, you can see I mirrored exactly the conversations of episode one, whereby a brother asks for an oath. But unlike before, you can see there's more camaraderie between these piglets because when their parents were not around, they kind of grew closer to each other. So yes, he's able to like, yo, may I have some water? Of course. There's no need for greed here, but you can see this third little piglet is like, no, no, brother, do not share the oats. So okay, we have a comment. While I was while I always dream for my own land, I have while I always dream for my own land to have paradise without having not to worry. So I want to worry. Who will I find? Realize I know better than anyone. There's always strings attached to that dream. I think I heavily misread your sentence. I can already tell I heavily misread your sentence. Since the plot is an algorithm of the predator of the capitalist system, then my English teacher would have been so disappointed in me reading this, in me reading you guys' comments. So, since the plot is an allegory of the paradox of the capitalist system, yes, it is. There's a little bit of there's a little bit of politics. There's also a little bit of religious, how will I put it? This kind of like religious blindness too in it. So it's not just that. There's like a bunch of things going on. So let me continue the watch party. Uh oh, thank you, Crimson. Thank you, Crimson. Sharing the IOs.
For you were chosen by the grace of the tall,
Skinny
skinny gods.
gods.
Show
Show gratitude.
I
You
cannot
know,
stand by gorging, while my brothers lack sufficient sustenance.
no, brother. Okay. Now there's a little effect that goes on here. When the first piglet, the one that is presently has the oats, was talking about he cannot stay here gorging while his brothers, suffer in starvation. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why is he eating and the others are not allowed to eat? It doesn't make any sense. You can see, if you notice something in the animation, the animation starts to lose color, and become more dark and eerie as a little sound in the background builds up. That was made to illustrate the buildup of doubts in the piglet's mind. And there's also one thing I want you to notice. If you guys have been paying attention, the way I draw the farm, the art style of the farm and the sky is very different from the art style of the verdant forest. We'll see that as we progress, but um, let's go.
Right, brother.
Let me rewind a little bit so you see that effect.
Skinny gods.
Sharing oats is dramatic, very dramatic,
Show
brother.
gratitude, but I
Gratitude.
cannot stand idly
Stand
by
idly by. You can see the
while my brothers
losing
seek
color
sustenance.
coming dark. But
Right,
immediately,
brother. Do not forsake the gods above us, for our suffering is temporary, but your salvation is eternal. Eat up. I shall seek contentment elsewhere.
like it is witness you both. The benevolent grace of the tall, skinny gods. So, the old cock has returned. The character with the funniest name is back. Last time you guys saw him, he was in Murmurs of Escape, and I still love his name, the old cock. Hands up if you have an old cock in your life. But you know what I mean? Like someone that's like a stickler for the rules, that kind of thing. So this he's representing like um, what can we equate the old cock to in society? Like the police in society. They are meant to like put everyone in order. Okay, no, I think the guardian is more like the police. These are like, I don't know, the vigilantes. No, 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 no. They are people with titles but no power. Okay, quick question, brothers. Who are people in society with titles but no power, and their job is kind of to keep people in line? Um, People say, I mean that I fear that my dream for to have a paradise and live with full stomachs. I know the strings are attached to such a dream. Yes, there are always strings attached. There's nothing like perfect. There's nothing like a perfect society. For in order for people to win, others must lose. Does that make any sense? It's not like I'm saying like everybody can't win, but there's this when there's this like nothing is really perfect. I think that's the easiest way I can put it. If we continue down this path, we'll get into a real deep conversation about the reality of things in life. Unless you guys want to get into a deep philosophical conversation about the nature of life and its balance. Genuinely, the scripts for this episode are insane and well thought. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Angelica Strengths. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go on.
Or the sky is asking to share a
La
fate
fate,
with thy uncle, dead
dead
in
in
eternal
eternal
damnation.
damnation.
No, sir,
No, no, sir.
but
I hope you guys have been noticing Corpse Eater on the roof. He has always been there since episode 2. One of the most recurring characters in this series, people don't notice. Corpse Eater is always present, but never, like, she's not always talking, but she's always present. I think she's like, she witnesses the most of the activities. But let's go.
do you perceive a chance, uncle,
Survive the perils of the forest.
brother, restraint
Train.
blasphemy, and somehow you are chosen.
Calm down, you old cock. Young swine has done nothing wrong, so we confer that his lost brethren.
Calm down, you old cock. Script writing right there. Oh my god.
Young swine has done nothing wrong, so we
I think the more I do these lives, people are starting to realize, though my scripts sound very serious, I'm a very unserious human being. I'm a very unserious person, but let's carry on.
confer that his lost brethren. Little
Wait, I
swine.
missed a line. Down, you old cock.
We confer that his lost brethren. Little swine. The concern is admirable, but misplaced. Focus on
Purpose
purpose ahead.
ahead.
I I
I
understand.
understand. Uh, Brother, I am troubled. Okay. Okay, I've gotten to one part I know a lot of people have questions about. Before we continue, if you're new to the live, drop your name and what country or state you're watching from. So now we have gotten to the infamous brother, I am troubled. And a lot of people are having like a bunch of questions. Like Dan Brown, are you going to animate brother? I am troubled. Brother, I am troubled. Original by Burial Goods. And I think I also want to address something. Once in a while I see comments thinking saying that, oh, especially okay, episode one of Brother Pig is completely voiced by Burial Goods. But what people keep forgetting is that not only was Burial Goods credited, I emailed I emailed Burial Goods for episode one. People don't even do that. People just like use the sound and I emailed Burial Goods. He knows about Brother Pig. Y'all should chill. It's not like there's really like a lot of people saying that. Like just I see that comment like once in a few weeks, but maybe this is me addressing the issue. I just have never seen the reason to like type in all the time. "Oh, he knows, you know, that kind of thing." But let's get back. So, brother, I am troubled. So, see my plans for this. For brother, I am troubled. Brother, I am troubled ends with, of course, the bulls knowing that the farm is a scam. So my plan for that is to link their universes together. Brother I'm troubled is going to be independent. I'm not going to animate it. Instead, I'm thinking about the next chapter of Brother I Am Troubled coincidentally meeting up with the final chapter of Brother Pig. Basically, they are oh shit, this is so much spoiler. Within the plot is the farm animals, and they are under the belief that the farm is the paradise and the forest is damnation, which is false. But Brother Pig discovers that the truth is actually the exact opposite. Exactly. Joshua, thanks for that. Irene Becker, um, this thing hi from South Africa. It's good to see that our brothers are down there in South Africa. Felipe, is that Felipe? Felipe Din Homos. I'll stop at Felipe. I don't want to mess up your name. Welcome from Colombia. So we're having a watch party and we're talking about themes in Brother P. If you guys have any questions, damn. Damn, I'm literally choking on my words. If you guys have any questions, brothers, feel free, ask, and let's watch.
Hold your record again.
I always love doing these eye zoom out shots. They're one of the most dramatic scenes I love to animate. And then he blinks and the image goes away. Then they slow zoom in to Ball Mountain. Okay. I don't know what that woo was. Ignore that. Ignore that. I was trying to like stop so I could read the, you know. uh, I was stupid. Sometimes, sometimes a world that is damnation is the paradise you wish, while paradise you walk. Why the paradise you wish is the true damnation. Exactly, Crimson Fairy. Exactly. Sometimes, you know what they say, the grass always seems greener on the other side. Always seems green. Sometimes it is green on the other side. You know? Don't be mistaken. Sometimes it is green on the other side, but not always. So, the reveal of Brother Pig's new form. This is like some Brother Pig she put in. Brother Pig she put in. That's actually not so bad. Okay, I have one confession. Did you guys know the sound effect when the corpse eater blinks his eyes is actually my lips smacking against each other? Because I couldn't get eyelid sounds from anywhere. So I think I did it slowly. Yeah. Fun fact. Who knew? Such a unnecessary detail. Damn. Okay. Eater. Not here, shared God tidings. Oh, thou hast missed my presence. For thy sake, I hope it's the latter. So either you're here for bad tidings, or thou hast missed my presence. For thy sake, I hope it's the latter. I'm very proud of that line. Um, Joshua, I see a smiley face. I see truths, and I see hello on ice. I feel I am reading these responses very late, and I can't realize what you're responding to. Hmm. Okay. Where was I? Yes. So everybody knows anytime the cops eater is around, nothing good is happening. He was there for certain deaths when it was the fiery red demon. He was there in the summit of despair when it was Saka. Now he's here. So either he brings bad tidings or he has missed Brother Pig. That tells you he has built up a relationship. Not that kind of relationship. She has built up kind of, should I say, a working relationship with Brother Pig, but they are now like familiar faces. Hello, I can't remember now. Neither can I, Joshua. We have so much in common. Poor memories. Mm. Um. Oh my God, I forgot where where I was. Okay, yeah, yeah, I remember. Yeah. So that's the whole purpose of the corpse eater. Creamy say, brother, if you don't mind me asking, if you could find the sound for the bow, use it to symbolize the full accepts as a bow, as you have found the sound for you, waiting for you. What? I Crimson gone to my head. I will always misread your sentences. Brother, if you don't mind me asking, if you could find the sound of the bow and use it to the f- symbolize the fool accepts as a bow. If so, I have the sound for you. Oh, you have a sound waiting for me. Okay, Crimson the fairy, Crimson the fairy, Crimson the fairy. Email me the sound. Are you there, Crimson the fairy? Crimson the fairy, email me the sound at danbrown517 at gmail.com. danbrown517 at gmail.com. I'm going to drop um my email here. Please do not spam. Please do not spam danbrown517 at gmail.com. I hope this is not a bad idea. I really hope this is not a bad idea. Um, let's get back. So, back to our watch party.
Dost thou
Dost thou
uphold the
uphold
rhyme?
the
Upon a rhyme. Whoop. Okay, again with the whoop. Again with the whoop. I have to stop doing. Let's stop doing that. Okay. Does thou ponder upon a rhyme? So who here notices that the corpse eater only speaks in rhymes? Only speaks in rhymes. So Brother Pig has taken her hesitation to speak on time as she's thinking of a rhyme. And he's not wrong. She was thinking of a rhyme.
No.
Then
No,
out
then
with it.
out with it. Evidence I wrote this. They
Today
walk.
tomorrow
Tomorrow a
a swine
swine shall
shall
fall.
fall. For
Fate is certain for death's call.
I
I
perceive
Let's
perceive
see if
predators
predator.
seeking after my
So now, Brother Pig,
prey.
as you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I like it. It's actually better. But Brother Pig assumed that statement was for him, like, oh, a swine shall fall. Like, he senses no predator. So there's this advantage in the Ball Mountains. Like, the only predator that can climb up to the Ball Mountains is Saka. And he's not interested in Brother Pig right now. So there are definitely no other predators that can access him. So like, yeah. The cop sitter says, a swine shall fall. He's like, nah, ain't no swine falling here. No swine shall fall. Hmm. Okay. Let's keep it going.
Yet thou art not the only swine within this valley.
My brother
My brother
spawns.
spawns.
Ooh, the big reveal. My brother spawns. Okay. May I ask what kind of ball sounds you wish to have? As the one who loves all beasts, I have a number of ball sounds at the ready. Wow. Crimson Fairy, quick question. Do you have a boar? A pig? Because you you kind of have a lot of ball sounds to offer. Or am I speaking to Brother Bo himself? That's just a quick joke. But yeah, just hit me with your best shots. I wanted to say I was about to say a very terrible joke. It involved schools and shooting just now, and I was like, nah, I'm on the internet. Keep that shit in your head. Mm, mm, mm. It's a good joke. It was a bad joke.
Predators seeking after my
After
prey.
my blood,
You speak
okay.
the truth. Yet thou art not
The
the
only
only swine
swine in
within
this
this
is
valley.
Valley,
My brother
my brother
spawns.
spawns. Ooh. So I love this art style I did here. This was actually from the original sketch of this scene. So what I did was that I resketched the background 4 more times. I resketched the background 4 more times over each other. And then I manually went to the old file of, this picture of the piglet, and I painted negative. Like I deliberately painted a monochrome negative. The process of doing this, I don't know how to explain the process of doing it. So it's basically um looking at picking a color, checking in the color wheel, desaturating it, and going the opposite. So 2 steps, each color desaturates and find the opposite of the color, and bam, there you are painting in negatives, in monochromic negatives. I'm only making it sound this complex, but it wasn't like that complex. But it feels good, saying you did something that sounds a little bit saucy. Like, yeah, I animated this in, monochromic negative. I monochromically negative. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm saying at this point, but I hope you guys are enjoying this live. I think at this point I'm playing around. Okay,
My brother
my brother
spoons.
spoons. Easy the swine without fear.
Then it is time.
Time.
I must become the
Then it is time. I must become the instrument of change I once sought for in order to break this generational curse. Retribution shall be mine. I loved writing that part. Funny enough, that was the first part of this episode I wrote. Hands, I want to say hands up if you believe me, but I just realized that this is a live. You guys can't really hands up. But retribution shall be mine. Saka has been my favorite character. Yo, Joshua, that is such a nice choice. Saka is one of the most different characters I've made, because who notices that Saka is the only character not named after her purpose? Milk bringers. Yeah, who also noticed that the animals in the farm are named after the purpose that they supply to the tall skinny gods? Milk bringers, egg layers. I wonder what the old cock is doing. um, and well, what are the ships again? For I almost say, that word that starts with F and damn, I've forgotten the name of my ships. Mm, and I named them not too long ago. Hmm. But now let's see the names of the animals in the verdant forest. Corpse eater. Well, damn. Tree bandits. Well, damn. Yellowtail. Well, damn. The furry red demon. Well, damn. The three-crowned king. Well, damn. Ancient one. I think Ancient one was kind of a name that immediately I posted. I was making a character called the Ancient one. Everybody kind of knew it was a turtle. It was a tortoise. The difference between turtle and tortoise. Everybody just knew it was a tortoise. It's like, okay, then again, which other animals live for that long? When you hear ancient one, it kind of has to be a tortoise or a tree. Those are like the two options. Like, who else lives that long? Either you're a tortoise or you're a tree. That's the only way you're getting the name ancient one. You can't be a gazelle and get the name ancient one. How long do gazelles live? 12 years if they are not haunted by the fifth or sixth. Okay, quiz. What other animal can use the name Ancient One? I'm also very curious about that. And let's see how this live is going. Seems we are still on stream. We're still on stream. So, guys, Thank you for being to the live. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. And I enjoyed my time here. I enjoyed my time, even though I couldn't monitor the live like most of the times. But I'll catch you guys in the next one.